Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the MMA-Holes Live Power Slap with Jordan Leavitt. Here we go. Welcome to the stream, guys and gals. Power Slap is on right now. It's on TBS, so check it out for yourself. We're going to do a live reaction. I'm watching guys get on a scale. We're going to have Jordan Leavitt jumping in, talking about Power Slap and his upcoming fight. How's everyone doing in the chat tonight? I got my Head Rush shirt on. I got my sheath underwear on. The promo code is MMA-HOLES for 20% off. Links are in the description if you want CBDX.com. 20% off the finest of THC. Just go to the website, put in the promo code MMA-HOLES, and get your discounts. And mybookie.ag. You're placing some bets this weekend. Super Bowl coming up. Promo code MMA-HOLES for 100% match on your first deposit. How's everyone doing in the chat? Everyone doing well? I was just gonna say the Ultimate Fighter. It looks just like the Ultimate Fighter right now. They're in the Slap House. That's what I'm gonna call it. Instead of calling it the Tough House, we'll call it the Slap House, I guess. I'm assuming at the end of the show they're gonna have a slap off, and then we'll be going oohing and eyeing, and we'll let you know what we think about this. How's everyone doing out there? Everyone doing well? Next time we get a fighter that has cable. Female Power Slap needs more glitter involved. Okay, what do we got going on in here? Who's up in the chat? Let me know who is here. And like I said, smash that like button. So they have a guy named Michael Smith. He's a welterweight. He's on the screen right now. They're showing a little backstory. Is that his kid? Oh my God. Okay, this looks like a sad backstory that they're showing right now. Oh, this guy, yeah, he looks like he's been through some stuff. Can't be joking around about this guy. This guy looks like he has some serious stuff going on. They should allow backhands, bro. You think so? Like a backhand power slap? So this is his kid. Oh my goodness. This is his daughter they're showing. Oh my God, did you pass? Wait, I don't know. What's the story with the kid? I missed. I didn't hear what he said. Let me know in the chat. Who's watching along with us? Very sad. I don't know. I hope that kid's okay. Let's see. They should be allowed to trash talk between slaps. You know, I'd be down for that. I'd be down for a little trash talk. By the way, Jessie's going to be with us as well. Let's see. Hello, Knitter. Hey, let's see. Sup West. Okay, so they're showing another guy over here. So yeah, they're in the house right now. You know, it's a little weird. It's literally the Ultimate Fighter with slapping. Oh, he wants to spend more time with his kids. Okay, so his kid's okay. I got a little worried. She looked like she wasn't in good shape. We're just waiting on our guest Jordan right now. He's taking care of some stuff. He'll be with us very soon. Yeah, so like I said in previous streams, I'm kind of looking forward to the live events, like where they're just slapping each other and falling in real time, you know? I'm interested in that kind of train wreck car crash, but this is a show, I don't know if it's my cup of tea. Tups, the Ultimate Power Slap. That's not a bad idea. Call it Tups. The bag between your legs smells like taco meat.
Wonderful, wonderful.
That's nice. Thank you for sharing that with us in the chat. Appreciate that. Some more backstories here. So I guess these guys that they're showing their home life, these guys are probably going to be squaring up and slapping each other at the end of the episode, I guess. Oh, it's fight day, guys. We might be getting some slaps coming. Slow, dramatic man walking out of a car. Boy, Jessie doesn't know what she's missing right now. All right, I want to know in the chat, the people that are watching right now, I want to know how many people are watching along with us, how many people are just watching us. How are you consuming this right now? Yeah, Power Slap's on TBS if you're looking to watch along with us. The weigh-ins for Power Slap. All right, here we go. We're going to have some slapping. Okay, so there's not much going on in the house, so that's good. And we have a guy about ready to get slapped. It's about to go down, baby. I'm laying in bed naked staring at me. That's, oh, hey.
Wonderful, wonderful.
I'm coming. I'm coming!
You're just making Yuri Prohaska ejaculate. My beautiful eyes while you watch this slappy fest. I want to watch with you. Where the stream? The stream is on TBS. TBS. But if you're outside the U.S., you could watch it on Rumble, I think. Or there are other ways. There are other ways. All right, so this is Jesus Gaspar versus Michael Smith. This will be the first slap-off that's going to happen here. Who's going to win, chat? Gaspar or Smith? They have neck force. Okay, here we go. Herzog is the referee. Where has my life gone wrong that I'm watching this right now? So Gaspar or Smith? Who do you got in the chat? We betting on this? So Gaspar is going first. I guess he won the toss. He's a orthodox swinger. Bang! Okay, Smith is standing. He's fine. He's good. Gaspar, oh, he hit him pretty hard. Face is rumbled. Let me check in. Jordan, you still there? All right, well, Jordan's working on something. What the fuck's wrong with me watching Power Slap? It's like the most viral thing right now, so I'm like, let me watch it. Let me see what it's about. All right, Michael Smith is the next guy. Michael Smith's about to knock this guy down. You guys ready for the Monkey King? Oh, he moved. Gaspar moved. It's a foul. Take a point away. What am I watching? Okay. Herzog's all serious. They got the guys getting ready. So I guess you could slap again? He moved again. So Michael Smith hit him again. Guess. Oh, actually, no. Maybe he didn't. Oh, he hit him right on the temple. Dude, someone's going to wind up with brain damage from this. The coach told him to stop ducking. Yeah, I feel like Gaspar's cheating. All right, now Gaspar is going. This is round number 2. The sound. Oh my God, dude. The sound. So Michael Smith has 30 seconds to recover. Galactus says, I can't watch this garbage. I don't blame you. I feel like I'm getting slapped as I'm watching this. Shows attacks right off. Oh my God. Yeah, I can't believe this thing. So Michael Smith seems fine. We got a slap off going on right now. I tell you what, at least we're not in the house watching them fight over milk. We're getting to see these guys really slap each other. This is what will kill the UFC. How are they promoting this shit? I tell you. So, here we go. Smith got him good on that one. There's a flinching foul. Yeah, the way the UFC is promoting this, I don't know how much is going to help him. I feel like it's catching more criticism than anything, but I guess if it goes viral. So this guy, Jesus Gaspar, he's cheating a lot. They took a point away. Oh boy, it's bad news for Jesus. Best show ever on TBS. I gotta be honest with you, I've never watched TBS before. So maybe when a couple of basketball games here and there. It's safe to say Michael Smith's gonna win this. And you gotta wonder what the refs are thinking too. These guys got coaches. It's already bigger than the WNBA. That's true. That is true. That is true. Okay, here we go. Gaspar, he's looking for the knockout here. They're in round number 3. Let's see if Gaspar could come back here. He's coming in. He's taking a couple of practice swings. He's getting ready on the third shot. He comes in, and Michael Smith doesn't even flinch. Michael Smith is a true professional. Don't move your head. How many seasons till we see Will Smith versus Nate Diaz? By the way, Jessie on Fire did a video today. The
super chat.
who's coming in over here? The Guru Big.
How many UFC execs did Sonko F to finally get her commentary opportunity? If you had to bet your life on it right now, did Dana smash Skanko?
I'll ask Jordan when he comes on. We'll see what we'll see what he says about that. What a question. What a yes. Yes. Thank you for the $5 donation. Appreciate that. What a question. Okay, so the blue corner won by split decision. By the way, now that Prime Energy is the official drink of the UFC, there is like no more red and blue corner. There's a Prime Energy drink corner. More Prime Rehydration corner. Many questions for Jordan. Jordan has a fight. Yeah, it's the 25th. It's coming up. It's on the Krylov Span card. Yeah, February 25th. He's fighting a gentleman that's coming out of the Contender Series. The Brick. Hold on a second here. Victor Martinez, who's on a good run. He's on a nice little run. So he just got a decision win in the Contender Series. He fought a Combate Fury. So this is Jordan's next fight. All right, so we're on the computer. We're on the commercials right now. If you're just jumping in, welcome to the MMA-Holes Live Power Slap reaction, where we're really doing this. We're really doing this. This is really happening. We'll have Jordan on in a second. He's doing some stuff. Okay.
Super chat.
What do we got over here? Real Fight Talk.
Can you ask Jordan to unblock us? Praying gesture. Smiley face.
I think he would. I don't see why he wouldn't. We got to find out what you guys did. How did you guys get blocked by Jordan? You gotta really, I would imagine you would really have to go overboard. He's such a nice guy, man. Okay, hold on a second. Give me 1 second. Okay, but we will find out. It wasn't bad. Okay, we'll find out what happened. The show is like a controlled poop. The MMA Holes or Power Slap or both. A controlled poop. I want to steal that. I want to steal that as our slogan. Come watch the MMA Holes, the controlled poop of the MMA community shows. Show the best controlled poop show on the internet. Oh God. That Prime is like crack to some people, I swear. So Kenny, I've never tried Prime. I'm not going to shit on it because I never had it. But I did see people on the internet like really. I saw Patty Pimblett's video but he has an energy drink too, and he kind of crapped on it, and the Furies crapped on it. But you know, there's like beef. I don't know if it's good. I have no idea. I never tried it, so I can't give you an honest review. But I'll give it a go. I want to try Prime. I kind of want to try it too. Like people that have tried it says it tastes great. I don't know. I mean, if you think about it, Gatorade is just a sugary drink with a bunch of electrolytes. It's not really good for you. And I'm assuming Prime is the same thing. It's I don't know how much sugar it's got, but I don't know how good it is for you. It's overhyped, to be honest. I wanted to like it, but Gatorade tastes better. Well, Gatorade, I mean, Gatorade's got a lot of sugar in it. But now they have like, don't they have like Gatorade Zero or some less sugary Gatorade? Oh, well, Power Slap's back on. Power Slap VIP sweepstakes. Enter to win. There's a QR code on the screen. Better scan that thing. They have the #1 woman's Power Slapper as one of the coaches here. She don't... Wow. Wow. All right, so now they're training. They're in the gym. They're showing some Power Slap techniques. Oh my God. I can't wait to hear what Jordan thinks about this. Oh, here's Real Fight Talk. Let's see what he's got. Oh my God, dude. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my God. Well, now I know why he blocked you. It is hilarious, though. It is. Oh my God, dude. Oh man. It's not that bad because we know what you're doing, like, but I could imagine, like, if I was in his shoes and I didn't know what the fuck was going on, I probably would have instantly blocked you too. Like, what the fuck? Oh, it's funny, man. That's pretty funny. This dude, go follow Real Fight Talk on Instagram. He's hilarious. Oh shit. Oh, this guy's been through some wars. They're showing this one dude with a beard. He's getting ready, man. He's hitting the pads. They have the Power Slap pads that they're hitting. Training session, Team Wolverine. They really did this, guys. Ron Bata. I can't believe this is a thing. I can't wrap my head around this. Power Slap is currently loading. Shout out to the 7%, yes. So they're showing the regional scene Power Slap stuff going on. We're going to see another slap off here, kids. It's going to get crazy. We just saw a decision win. A split decision win. I don't know. The Ultimate Slapper. It's like, how can we make the Ultimate Fighter worse? I feel like that was the game plan behind this show. Like, what could we do to make the Ultimate Fighter even worse? I got it. Let's put a bunch of people in a house and have them slap the shit out of each other and then win a belt. Imagine if world conflict was solved this way. You know, that would be amazing, right? No wars. Get your best power slappers from your country. I'm gonna get the best. I'm gonna wrangle up the best power slappers in the U.S. and we're gonna throw down. How does Jess feel about this? She thinks it's dumb, like the majority of us. Like I said, like, it doesn't need a show. I don't need to know like the backstory of these guys. It doesn't need it. I feel like the slap is what's the viral thing, right? So you basically get a slap, someone falls to the ground, someone's face explodes, you know, you put it on the internet, it gets a gazillion views worldwide, you know? But I guess this is a way to build towards a pay-per-view, maybe? Maybe that's what they're trying to do. Okay, I'm watching a face-off now. This guy's got cowboy boots on, the other guy's barefoot. There's a coin flip. The most ridiculous part of it is the coin flip. Like, you lose that flip. Wait, did this guy... Can someone help me? I didn't quite hear it. Did the guy that won the toss tell the other guy he slaps first? Did I get that correctly? Did he win the coin toss and tell the other guy he could slap first? Why would anyone in their right mind do that? They already said there's a pay-per-view, so yeah, there you go. I think it's going to take off, but having to stand there and take it, this is the... It will take off because people love train wrecks. What's up, Willie? How you doing, bud? Did he just... Did that happen? Whoever's watching this, the one person that's actually watching this along with me, can you tell me, can you confirm if this guy won the toss and said the other guy's going to slap? Kind of weird. It's incredibly weird. It's incredibly weird, man. Big mistake on that guy's going to get knocked. He did. Okay, thank you. Dude, what? I hope this guy gets flatlined. Why would you do that? Like, you win the toss, you should be the first one to go. You knock the other dude out, you're good. What network? TBS. If you're in the States and if you're out of the States, I think it's free on Rumble, on that app, that alternative to YouTube. I bet it's on YouTube somewhere too. I guarantee if you look up Power Slap on YouTube, I guarantee someone's streaming it. How long till we see a dude just throw a right cross to a KO out of spot? I mean, I could see it being possible since they're only making $2,000. Never been so interested in watching people slap each other. Love this show. Nicole, are you trolling or are you serious? Because I got to be honest with you, the slapping part, it's ridiculous, it's stupid, but I could probably sit there and watch an event of people just slapping each other. You know, here's more backstory stuff that's happening. The advantage on in this shit is winning the coin toss, and the dummy gave it up, right? Yeah, I thought like that was a little ridiculous to do. Is he trying to like act tough in front of Dana, maybe? And Nicole's serious. She does like it. All right. There you go. I'm telling you, like, if you look at their like TikTok numbers and social media, like, this is getting massive views. It may not be doing great on TBS, but the way on social media it's doing so well. The UFC is pumping this more than the fight this weekend. It's kind of nuts. 274 is right around the corner, or 284 is right around the corner. There's more commercials for Power Slap than anything. We're about to have a slap off, boys. It's about to go down. Did he did that to get the his last slap? So he wants to get the... See, I feel like it's such a disadvantage to slap second. These guys have really messed up stories. Yeah, it seems like all these guys come from some really bad... They have to come from a bad place, right? If they're doing this, there's got to be a messed up backstory. No. Okay. Hold on one second. Okay, give me 1 second here, guys. All right, we're going to a commercial now. I'm assuming there's just going to be one more slap off and then the show's over. I would imagine it's like the Ultimate Fighter, right? You have all the backstory, you learn about the people, and then...
Wonderful, wonderful.
Kainoto, what's up, man?
What historical figures would you put in slap fight? I would love to see Helen Keller versus Stephen Hawking. Imagine the amount of misses from Keller. The robotic ouch from Hawking. Who's your pick, Moss?
I gotta go Keller. I would imagine she's the favorite. I would imagine. Okay, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, I got some great news for you guys and girls of the chat. We have a special guest coming on the show. Power Slap is on right now. This man is 10-2-0 as a professional mixed martial artist. He has a fight coming up February 25th, and it's going down. And he's going to kick some ass. And he's going to twerk and beat some ass. I don't know. Anyway, let's bring him on the show here. Jordan Monkey King Leavitt.
Can you hear me?
Yes, Jordan. How's it going, bud?
Good. Okay, so why I don't have cable? Because it's 2023, man, and I'm a millennial, and I haven't had cable since I've been an adult because couldn't afford it because y'all stream the fights and don't buy the pay-per-view. Your fault.
If they would just buy the damn pay-per-view, right? Sheesh. So do you have luck with it, the Power Slap, or no? Are we?
I got it.
Oh, you got it. Okay,
I got it.
I know it's. Listen, I appreciate you going through.
Right now.
I'm going to bring my co-host on as well. I appreciate you coming on. Everyone's all pumped up in the chat. They're fired up. How many people in the chat buy the pay-per-views to the UFC? Be honest. Let me know right now. Yeah. So what's going on, man? We haven't spoken in a while. How's the family doing? Oh, here's Jessie over here. I'm going to put you right between us like this, like a big happy family.
Hey, Jordan, how's it going?
Oh, well, how you doing?
I'm living the dream.
Yeah, I told Jordan that, we have another one on the way. So
Yeah.
Jessie's working overtime right now.
So I hope you don't mind. I'm going to be sitting here munching on my ice cream.
Oh, at least you could eat ice cream. That's bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're in the middle of the weight cut right now?
Yeah, 20, like 16-ish pounds after a workout. So right on to trying not to get too skinny.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little ahead of schedule on the weight loss. So.
And I saw you had a special dance partner today in the gym. This is actually pretty cool. Training with some real high-level athletes over here in your last Instagram post. Tell me something about this.
Yeah, one of my main training partners, what's it called? Oh, now I'm all draw a blank. That's Brandon, one of my longtime training partners. I've trained with him for about 6 years, and that's Neil Melanson, most known for his viral "You can control any guy by his butthole," video. He also trained Kamaru Usman, Randy Couture, Dominic Cruz, among others. He's like my main grappling coach. I guess you kind of say he's my head coach for this camp.
Very good.
So, yeah, really good work today. Very happy.
That's right.
Commercials are gone.
Okay. All right. So this is like, it's kind of exactly an Ultimate Fighter ripoff. I mean, from what I've seen so far, what do you think so far of Power Slap?
I mean, this guy in particular looks a little raggedy. On the Ultimate Fighter, I have a few friends. They try to kind of clean you up, make sure you look your best, and they're not trying it for this. This exact sport. It looks like a bunch of I live in Las Vegas, so you go down to the strip like after 2 a.m. and there's a bunch of like half dead people, maybe on some stimulants of some sorts. Their faces are very blushed, a lot of weird scars, and I think they got all these guys off the street to slap the hell out of each other.
It looks like everyone's homeless. It's crazy, and their backs. Everyone's got a terrible backstory. It's so sad. But we're gonna have a slap off here. It's gonna go down. I want to get your prediction for this. I mean, this is gonna be very intense.
Oh, I'm going for the Wolfman looking dude.
The Wolfman.
This guy talking right now.
Okay. All right.
Look at that nose. He don't worry. He don't care about getting slapped. Look at him. I can take punishment all day. He ain't gonna care one bit. But he's ranked number 4. It's 4 number 2 versus 2. Heat velocity. So, funny story. I was at the PI, and I saw them measuring all these guys with, like, neck strength on the things. Neck strength stops you from getting knocked out.
Mm-hmm. And
they're all like, training your neck makes it harder for you to get knocked out. And I was like, there's no hope for these people. There's no hope. Oh, okay. He's lining it up.
Okay, so you're a little ahead of us.
younger.
This is actually exciting. You're going to tell us what happens first here, okay?
I'm going with the younger guy.
Boom. Ate it. He eats those. Like a powdered donut.
Okay, we're gonna catch it now. Let's see. He's all business. Wow, we're really behind you. Look at this. Here we go. Oh my God, dude, that's insane. He's staring him right in the eyes, and That's a real man. He might be a wolf.
Dude, that little pissed off look they give you after you smack a guy, that's terrifying. Oh, young boy got shook. Okay.
Okay, so did we get the second slap yet?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's we're gonna catch it right now. Here we go. This is John Davis. Oh yeah, he's a little wop. Oh, he handled it.
2 seconds, so we're a little closer,
Yeah, I'm like, we got 23, 22, 21 second on the clock. We're definitely delayed from you.
Okay, I'm on 15. See?
Okay.
Person complaining I don't have cable. I didn't need cable. I got better connection than you.
I know. What the hell? How did that work? I actually paid for this. You know, does John Davis, he looks like a mini Paul Craig.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, that wind up. That one. Oh. So do they have to do it? Oh, God. Oh, he's down. He's down, baby.
Holy shit. What happened to that stoic look? It's gone.
Oh, gosh. Okay, never mind. I was talking crap about this. My first time watching it live. I can get behind it.
I tell you, a live event, I wouldn't mind. It's like a car crash. I don't know if I'd buy the pay-per-view, but I mean, but Dana White looks like he's excited about. Wow, that's crazy. Do you think this John Kennedy could bounce back here?
Nah.
Oh, for sure.
Nah.
If he's anything like Paul Craig, he's got this. Watch. Young boy's about to get swamped.
All right, here comes the windup. Oh, he took it.
Oh.
Wow. John
You know
Davis. Not bad.
Not bad at all. They should get Rob Font on this damn thing. That guy recovers like no other. He'd be invincible at this sport.
Yeah, who you think, like, on the roster, the UFC roster, who would be a no-brainer? You think a guy like Rob Font would be the guy?
Rob Font for bantamweight.
Yeah.
I think Ngannou would still kill people with a slap. Even Derek Lewis. Derek Lewis just getting slapped once. You know, us African Americans, we have more round features. Let's bounce off Derek Lewis and kill the guy.
Oh, he's down. He's down, bro.
Oh. Get up, Kennedy. Get up.
Oh my God. It's so funny because the first slap, he was so serious, right? There was nothing to him. Now he's on deer legs. He's done.
What? Mark, you corrupt bastard, you. He was ready to go.
You think that was an early stoppage?
Early stoppage.
Oh my God! Wow, what a turn of events there. It was like a roller coaster ride.
Oh gosh.
Now let me ask you. Okay, we've asked Devin this too. How much for you to do this? Like if Dana White came to you and said, "Hey, what's the number?" What would it be?
Oh, damn. 40K. I'd do it for 40K.
Okay.
You would do it?
I've never been knocked out before. I guess I got less miles than these guys, so I may as well try it. You know.
Even after like all the doctors were coming out saying that this is like a terrible idea and it shouldn't be sanctioned and how it's like more dangerous than MMA and all that stuff.
It most definitely is more dangerous than all those things. But you know, I need the money. I'd do it.
At whatever cost, right?
I don't even have cable. I had the freaking YouTube Premium free trial, do all these things. I am technologically inept and stupid. It's the hardest thing I've ever had to do. Like a long time.
So the new house. So how long have you been in the new house now?
A month and a half.
Oh,
Moved
okay.
in at the beginning of December.
There you go. And when you moved in, what's the cable like over there? When we moved over here in Arizona, the cable situation was, we have Cox cable. It's terrible. Absolutely terrible. What is your situation like with the internet?
So I moved from Las Vegas to Pahrump. So Pahrump has none of the major internet providers. So it's all like local little companies.
Oh, wow.
And it's janky. Like, and the water company, the power company, it's all owned by one family. So, like, it's a little monopoly town.
Wow. Look at that.
That's kind of scary. That's kind of scary because if they go down, then you lose, like, everything. Pretty much. Yeah.
I live on the edge, though. I don't care.
What's your situation? You're a trained assassin in the cage, but what's your plan if someone were to ever break into your house? Do you have like weapons, guns, knives, swords, or you just use your hands? Like what's your plan of attack?
Oh no, I'm killing them with weapons.
Weapons? Okay.
It doesn't matter what. The question isn't am I going to use a weapon? It's like which room am I going to catch him in? 'Cause I got weapons everywhere. You know, like
I like it.
Smart man.
That's what I like to hear.
Yeah.
Smart man. We got an alert over here. Well, actually, Nicole, thank you for being a member for 30 months. Appreciate that. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Okay, so we do have a question for you. There is a gentleman in the chat. He's a friend of the show. And hold on, let me let this thing go through first before we ask you this question. I'd hate to jump the shark here. I got to let my alerts catch up.
Is that what that means? Jump the shark?
Well, actually, no. Oh,
jump
you know
the
what?
Shark, doesn't that mean when something fails or like?
Jump the shark. It's like Fonzie. Fonzie jumped the shark, and that's when the show was
like when
went overboard. It's too much, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, first of all, I want to ask you this because my alerts seem to be stuck. Are you watching The Last of Us?
No, I was gonna start it tonight.
Okay.
You know, I'm gonna start it. I'm very excited. I love the video game. I love the first one. Haven't played the second one yet, but I heard that they did a little detour of episode 3 that a lot of people were upset about.
Yes. All right, hold on one second.
We'll do mouth stuff if Jordan unblocks us.
Okay. So this is I don't know. Does that name look familiar to you? Real Fight Talk?
Oh, what the hell did you do if I blocked you, man?
He's got a very edgy Instagram. He's hilarious, but
it's very easy to take his post seriously.
I'll show you. Hold on. Let me see.
If you're a fighter.
Real Fight Talk.
So here, I'll show you something really quick here, and this will probably jog your memory. Let me. Where's our DMs here?
Okay, I'm unblocking you for a second, homie. Let's see what you did.
Where's
Okay, sometimes, like when I'm in fight camp, my wife will block people that are pestering me, so that way I don't have to deal with it. Let's see if it was me or her. What'd you do?
That's a good wife right there. Protective.
I know. Because, you know, when you do all the, you know, this flamboyant things that I do, I expect something. A little bit. But sometimes it'll be like there's still one Patty fan who every day will message me, I thought you were going to twerk. He followed me to my little YouTube channel about book reviews. He's like, that's why you lost, because you read too much. No. And he keeps making new accounts, but he's been tormenting me for like 7 months. So I'm like, well,
it's the same. It's the same guy.
Same guy.
Oh my god.
Same guy.
This guy's relentless. You got to respect the internet, man. These people on the internet, they're very I don't know the word. What's the word I'm looking for? They're resilient. They're like cockroaches. Here we go. Here's the post over here. Okay, Jess, could you read this for Jordan real quick? So this is apparently a quote from you. Okay.
Misquote from you. It says that was a terrible performance. Not to make excuses, but it's tough to fight when your dick's harder than Chinese algebra. When he choked me, I shot a load so hard I think I put a hole in my cup. I almost forgot to tap.
Now, just
that
you did you say that or no? I just want to make sure.
I mean, I didn't think I said it out loud.
Now,
hilarious. Why? I don't think I blocked you.
Oh my god. So this guy, he's been doing this to all the fighters. Like, it's not just you. He's been misquoting like with the most craziest things. And, you know, he's causing some trouble, a lot of trouble online, but he's a very nice guy over here.
You the guy that said I was going to F Patty so bad his kids would be, let me see.
Wait,
probably.
What did he say?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Another one with me.
It probably was.
Well, maybe you shouldn't unblock him. I don't know.
I wouldn't put it past the guy.
I would have reposted that.
Okay, so this was why he was blocked.
That's what's
then.
weird because I feel like you were the type of person who would repost something like that. Like you don't strike me as the kind of person who gets super triggered by those. I mean, you reposted a freaking meme that he sent you. It was like, what was it?
It had to be twerking something.
Yeah, it was freaking hilarious, and you just like straight up reposted it. That's why I didn't think like it had to have been you, but I was a little shocked when I found out.
That's a Miss Monkey King thing. That's a Monkey Queen block for sure. That's hilarious. I love that.
So is it official? Is he unblocked?
Oh, yeah, you're unblocked, Real Fight Talk. Now, about that mouth stuff. Okay.
Oh, my God. That's beautiful. Oh, that was like probably one of the most beautiful moments we've ever had on this show.
I forgive you.
I had Chael Sonnen tell me that recently after I was criticizing him about something. So that was nice. It's all about forgiveness, right?
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
It's what oh my God, they're actually in a house. You're not even joking about the Ultimate Fighter thing. They're in a house.
It's ridiculous. Like, in my opinion, I think it's a little silly, but.
So 40K, would you go in the house or a one-off slap?
One-off slap. I'm not going in the house with these freaks.
I mean, Jesus, what is going on here?
It's like a freaking house, like in North Las Vegas. Have some crackheads next door.
This house, I would have to sleep with one eye open in this house because it looks very sketch.
This guy's name is Vern? Who the hell's named Vern?
It's what was Hey Vern? What was that from what was that movie called from back in the day? Ernest. Ernest Goes to Camp. Are you familiar with that? It's a very old movie. Yeah, I'm aging. I'm dating myself right now, so I better shut up. It looks like they have a weigh-in about to happen. This is exciting.
I don't understand what the weigh-in's for though. They're just using their hands.
Well, they're weight classes.
But why?
I mean, you don't want to get hit by someone.
You throw some weight behind those hands.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
What do you think's really going through Dana White's head as he's standing there? Do you think is he like,
money
what am I
is
doing?
Going through his head.
He's like the Mr. Krabs man, like money.
Yeah.
You know. When you get that rich, you just get bored. Like, you know what? I'll pay these guys $2 G's to smack the hell out of each other.
Yeah, it's so it's such an insult. But you know what? I mean, they're kind of putting themselves in this position, so you know.
I mean, you can't just blame Dana.
Right.
Because there's obviously a market for it.
Yeah.
I mean, the premiere of this show did better than any Bellator card ever. So, you know, that should tell you about the competition the UFC got.
Oh,
That's very true. You know, people are shitting on the ratings of it, and I'm like, well, what do they expect? I mean, they're comparing it to AEW, like W or wrestling, whatever the hell that is. I mean, isn't that massive? Like, how could you compare this to something that's already proven to be popular? Very strange, but
but this is real though. Unlike pro wrestling, these concussions are real. This CTE factory is going to, we're going to ride it until the wheels fall off. This is the future.
What do you think about wrestling? Are you a wrestling fan at all? Do you, Logan Paul flying across the ring and all that stuff?
I used to be a big pro wrestling fan when I was a kid, when I still thought it was more real, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, that was so cool. I had like the game on the Nintendo 64. That was like my dream job, you know, the pageantry, the, you know, flamboyance, the stupid stuff, right up my alley. Okay. And then it kind of became like a soap opera, and I don't like it that much anymore.
And then you grew up, right?
And then I grew up, and now I do all that stupid stuff, the flamboyance, the backstory. And now I actually gamble, because now I can lose and say all that stuff. So.
Oh man, but not on UFC. You don't gamble on UFC, correct?
Nope, I don't gamble at all.
Okay, all right.
I know too many of these fighters. I've seen too many stupid things happen, like in the back, like behind the scenes in fight camps. I can't trust. The fighters aren't smart. Like there's this idea, you know, that like world-class athletes, you know, super disciplined, but then I see them every day, okay? And I'm like, you fought with what? You did this? Like, no, it's wild, man. I can't gamble on the fights.
Okay.
But, you know,
what do you think?
Now I can, thanks to James Krause. Now if I wanted that avenue, James Krause ruined it.
What do you think about what do you think about that whole? It's fascinating that Krause got himself all raveled into this. Like, what do you think about Krause?
He's a good coach. He's a better gambler. He just gave everyone too much evidence. He had an entire Discord. He was telling Ariel Helwani, "Oh, you know, like I make way more money from gambling than I do from anything else that I do." And he's a millionaire. Like Krause has money.
Yeah.
You know. And then Jeff Molina, who was like his main defender on social media, they pulled about interview. He's like, "No, James knows things behind the scenes that nobody else knows. That's why you could trust his info." Man buried himself.
Yeah.
Straight up buried himself in all this evidence. And I mean, I think it would have happened eventually. I think a bunch of other coaches are doing the exact same thing. And yeah. You reap what you sow kind of thing. I hope if he is innocent, he doesn't get punished. But once you start messing with gambling money, that's where they kind of put their foot down and bad things happen. So I think it's every other professional sport. You can't gamble in the league that you take part in. So makes sense.
Yeah. It is true. I was surprised that for so long, fighters are able to gamble at it. It did seem like a conflict of interest, considering they were the ones getting in and betting on it. It's wild. But I would have done it. I would have 100% bet. Especially if you have what happened?
I just can't get over it. I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt. But how they do the behind the scenes during UFC fights where they show the fighter warming up?
Yeah.
And these guys are warming up. I just can't get over how seriously they're taking
this. It's so dopey. Yeah. Is this like a slap in the face to you? Like as a professional UFC fighter watching this, are you like, come on?
They're warming up their hands.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's a slap in the face. I think anything, it makes me more special. Damn it.
Okay, fair enough.
I make a little bit more money, and I don't get nearly as much brain damage.
There you go. Yeah, you got the last laugh.
Oh, yeah. I mean, these guys will be laughing like, like that guy from the Goonies. What's that guy's name? Like the big old...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, what is that guy's name?
Chunk, or what's his name? I don't know.
Is it I don't think it's Chunk.
What's the Goonies guy? Chat, help us out here. The Goonies guy's name. I can't remember.
There you go. Sloth.
Sloth.
Yeah.
Yes. Sloth. That's it.
These guys are all going to be Sloth in 5 years, and that's a sad travesty.
They're like, I can't wait to go home to my children. Meanwhile, they're going to have brain damage when they get back to their families. It's crazy.
Yeah. After just watching this, though, I think every TKO in the UFC is too early. These guys get dropped 5 times. Like, okay, you fine. Okay, decision. I mean...
What do you think about people that yell and scream early stoppage, late stoppage? Joe Schmo's on the couch like myself, screaming and yelling, about these things. Do you think that refs do stop fights too early and too late? Is it a problem?
I think oftentimes it can be a problem, especially with girl fights. They stop girl fights incredibly early, and also they just need more refs to work events. Like if they're there for the entire event, like early prelim, like main card, and there's 2 refs, they're exhausted. They're gonna make some stupid decisions, and sometimes it's harder to see how out a guy is like on the screen as opposed to being there in person.
Yeah.
Like you see the guy get hit, maybe you don't see like the sweat fly off of them. You don't hear everything. And sometimes you can't just tell the guy's more rocked in person. So I think they don't make as many bad decisions as it seems on the television. But also, I think for the most part, they do a pretty dang good job.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, we're always complaining about these stoppages, but yeah, most of the time, majority of the card's fine. Like everything is done pretty well. Like I feel like guys like Herb Dean, they get such a bad rap for his Scooby-Doo dance on the way over to the fighters, but for the most of the times he's great. Is there one ref that you don't like? Is there one I don't want to fight when that guy's reffing?
Not the ones that are still with the UFC. Mario Yamazaki would have had me get murdered or something like that. Even Levine would have had me killed. But no, I don't think I've only had, except for my Patty fight, which was that guy's first UFC event, and he was lame. But I've had Chris Sione for all my UFC fights, so I don't have anyone to compare him to really. So
did you really? I didn't know that.
I mean, he's a pretty.
I actually he used to referee wrestling when I was growing up. So like Chris Tione has been reffing me my entire athletic career.
Wow.
Chris is a pretty decent ref, though. I can't think of any fights that we've called a controversy with Chris reffing. Right?
Yeah, he's the most consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I think like the main ones that we've had really like crazy controversies are Mark Smith, Herb Dean, sometimes Dan Miragliotta.
Well, Mike Beltran I love, but I did notice, like you said, with the female fights, if it's a female fight, he jumps in so quick, Beltran.
Yeah.
I noticed, and I love that guy.
Herzog is pretty good, too. I don't think we've had any issues with Herzog either. So Chris and Herzog are both pretty decent refs. So you've got good refs then. If you're constantly getting Chris for your fights, then
I always laugh about it.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Like my fight where I lost the plot.
Oh, hold on a second. Hold on. Wait.
You make him lose the fight terribly inside of the cage. You make him spread his ass cheeks. Now you enter his backstage, and you fill it with your rage. Come on, style bender, one fight. Izzy is inside COSTA. Izzy is inside COSTA.
That slipped through the cracks there, Jordan.
Everyone is worried about these people having brain damage after doing power slap. However, most don't realize it is actually a prerequisite to the sport already.
Everyone's worried about these people having brain damage after power slap, but most don't realize it's a prerequisite to the sport. I mean, I'm sure that's just a joke, but I feel like every guy that's come into power slap probably has brain damage already.
Oh, here we go. Oh!
They're teeing off. Boom! Eat it!
Whoa, Frost. Is he going to recuperate here? 25 seconds. Oh, boy.
Oh, he done. He done. Come on, Mark. End it early like you always do.
He's going back. Oh, they're counting. Oh, this is very dramatic here. I got 10 seconds on the clock, and he's, I don't know. Can he recuperate?
Oh, Frost. You got it, Frost.
He's going back to the line. He did it. Wow. What drama there, Jess. I didn't think he was.
Oh, gosh.
Okay. So he's going to be able to slap.
Like even closing their eyes and stuff too. Like this sport has so much room to evolve.
Okay, let's see what he can do. Let's see the bounce back slap here, Frost. Man, Thomas looks nervous. He's shaking.
Look at their little stance. Like their booty's all out. You know, like a little.
He's swinging from the hips. Oh,
wait,
I feel like he cheated.
Yeah, he like leaned with that.
Did he turn his head?
He kind of leaned with it. He didn't.
I feel like they should take a point, Jordan. I don't know. What do you think?
Watch the replay.
Take away all the steam off that slap.
Let's see the replay. I'm pretty sure he leaned with that. Oh, they're not even going to do a replay?
No, they're going right into it.
Yeah.
What?
Are they making him slap? Oh, yeah. That's it. Okay.
Bull.
Yeah, it looked like he moved. I guess he didn't. Oh, man, Frost is going down.
He did.
Oh!
Mark, you don't even have to wave your arms, man. We know he did.
He's stiff.
His hand is like this.
Rigor mortis just kicked in, man. He's stiff. Oh my god, dude.
Okay, maybe I wouldn't do it for $40,000.
I'm telling you, this is like wildly dangerous. I have no clue what these guys are thinking.
Where's the love, bro? Where's the love? I love you, dog. No, you don't. You don't do that to people you love.
Oh my god, this is horrible.
That was rough. Oof, that was rough.
Look, his arm like bent with it.
Closed.
He leaned with it.
Oh my goodness. So now you upped it. 40K to what?
I mean, I guess I could take a knee. I could take a knee once, you know. Like,
oh my god. Well, that was something else. That guy looked like, after the first slap, though, you could tell that guy wasn't bouncing back.
No. And then, his return slap, weak.
Man, oh man. What do you think about this guy's form, Chris?
Oh.
Look, he already started leaning as the strike was thrown.
Hey,
I think he
that's
cheated.
Cheating. You can't make an offensive motion.
Yeah, I say they should.
I think there is a rule though that if you start to move with the strike, then it's deducted, and they didn't deduct it.
They should run it back. I feel like that was wrong.
Rematch.
Yeah.
So messed up. This poor guy got his lights knocked out.
Oh my God.
Like, dude, the damage is already done. You know, like that's at least in our sport. If you get knocked out, you have a chance to recover. I'm not gonna get hit as much next time. This sport, you literally, it's like, well, oh gosh, that's so good.
You have to you would have to think that this has got to take some years off the life. I mean, how does your brain recover from that?
It doesn't. That's why the doctors. There's I have a million articles that I could send that. There's so many doctors saying don't do this. Like they want to put an end to it. They don't think it should be a sanctioned sport. It shouldn't even be considered a sport. Like the amount of brain damage. Someone died doing this. People are ending up in the hospital with very severe brain injuries and spinal injuries because of this.
It looks like
how about that guy that got hit and got Bell's palsy on one side of his face, and then he won.
That's
he killed
horrible.
the guy. That was like a total boom.
Oh my God. They're showing highlights of the next episodes, and there's drama in the house, Jordan. We might have to watch another episode. This is crazy. It looks like there's drama. They're fighting over the milk. Oh my God, what a show. All right, what do you think so far? So this is the first time you've watched it?
This is my first live power slap experience.
So what would you rate it out of 10? 10 being, one of your fights.
This is a 12, man.
What?
Wow.
This is way better than anything
What's
I mean, I would never support this,
Sound pretty supportive right now.
I mean, no, I'm supporting y'all.
Yeah.
Oh God, like these highlights, man. Like,
there's something about it though. Like now that I started watching, like I feel like I kind of like it in a weird way. I don't want to run around and say I like it. I don't want to boast hey, go watch Power Slap. But there's something about it that I don't hate. Am I horrible for thinking this?
no, I mean, we watch MMA to see who's like the toughest, the biggest, the baddest, and this just removes all that fluff. I'm gonna hold on to this, pool noodle behind my back, and I'm just gonna wait here, But these guys aren't even flexing their neck or anything. They're just like,
yeah.
Like when you smack a kid. Kids looking at you like, this is crazy.
It's nuts, man. It's so nuts. I got some alerts here. Let me play some of these things really quick. Let's see. We got a couple of things here. Let me let these things go through. All right, give me a second. Okay, so I'm gonna let these things play through. I might have to read these out to you. Hold on a second. All right, let me read these out here. Actually, Jess, what did Ninja Choke say to Jordan?
I don't know. You just highlighted it. Allo Jordan, you're the shit, bro. What do you know about Hanuman?
Hanuman?
Oh, maybe
monkey god of Hindu and Eastern Chinese philosophy and religious. That Hanuman?
I guess.
I have no idea who that is.
He said, where do we get that fire ass hoodie, dog? Thanks for hanging with these fools. Best MMA community around.
I mean, that's for sure. That's true. Best community, best podcast I've ever, been a part of. I love this.
Good. I don't see Ariel Helwani doing this, Jordan, right? All right, go ahead.
No. My Rafiki jacket, get this thing for a pretty $16 on Amazon. Little Rafiki, psychedelic threads.
That's pretty cool. I actually kind of like that.
Yeah, I like it. Makes me look more colorful than I actually am. Wearing nothing except for this jacket. You guys can't see that,
Yeah.
Pantsless? We're going pantsless for this stream?
Oh, yeah, always. I've been pantsless for all of our streams.
All right. Except for the one we twerked on, though. Actually, wait, he did have pants on for that. I think so, yeah.
Yeah,
he did have pants for that.
That was a magic trick for me.
Yeah.
Had to catch it, out of frame.
We got, hold on, let's see here. Let's play this really quick. Okay, so what does Chubb say over here, Jess?
Bring back the Chael Sonnen shorts.
I will bring that back for you. I have Chael Sonnen's shorts, Jordan. Yeah. Was this Ninja Choke?
We already hit that one.
Okay, Real Fight Talk came back in. What are the two? What did they say?
Hear me out. Power slap, but only head kicks.
Okay, what do you think about that?
I mean, get Drew Dober in that sport right away.
Oof.
Power kick, just like that would be. I mean, you can't say it's more damaging than power slap. It'd be the same kind of.
Israel Adesanya.
I tell you what, Dober. What do you think about this guy, Dober, man? What's going on here? This guy's something else, huh?
Dober's just awesome, man. Like in person, he's like one of the chiller guys on the roster. Got nice hair. His head's obviously made out of a cylinder block. Like I love that clip of Terrence McKinney head kicking him and falling down, and Drew Dober just gets up, eats it.
Yeah,
impressive, man.
He's uncomfortably good looking, and it bothers me. Does it bother you? Or, I don't know. I'm very. I don't know. I feel very inferior. Anytime I see a picture of him, like how does it feel to look like that? Like that's kind of crazy, right?
Yeah, he ain't meeting my wife. That's a man you can't be friends with.
I'm like this. Every time Drew Dober comes up, I just cover her eyes. What would a fight like that between you and Drew Dober? How would that work out?
Oh, I would love that fight. There was a time where he was on that little losing streak, and I was like one up. I was like, oh, that's a possibility. Me and Drew, like, we talk every time we see each other, so now it'd be weird. But if I didn't know Drew, didn't know he was actually a cool guy, I would have loved that fight. I love the big, short, buff guys.
Do you size up guys? Like when you see a guy come through the gym, train with you guys for the day, do you check them out? Like if they're in your weight class, you like start looking them up and down, sizing them up?
Oh yeah, for sure. But the worst part's when like you think they're being friendly to you, and then like my friend's like, you see him sizing you up? I'm like, I thought he was just being polite. I thought like I've met a few fighters who are like, oh, how are you feeling? Like, how's your weight looking? I'm like, oh yeah, I'm great. Everything's great. I'm awesome. And then I leave and they're like, Jordan, you're so stupid. Like, why are you talking to me?
Did you see the video of, was it Sean O'Malley and Aljamain Sterling and Merab Dvalishvili? And Sean, it just looked like he was like, yo, what do you weigh? What do you weigh? Like, it looked like he was just like sizing both of those guys up.
Yeah, that's always fun when you meet people that are like around your ranking and around your size and you just see each other. Because, you're at the PI, which is like the neutral zone, so you can't really like start any crap. But it's funny to see like these guys talk so much crap on social media. Then you walk in, you see them like eating lunch together. That's like a really fun dynamic to see,
Wait, give me something behind the scenes. Like we've seen in the public eye, these two people be heated with each other, but behind the scenes, they're two teddy bears. Who are two characters you can give like that?
Okay, so I would say they're like two teddy bears. Piotr Jan and Aljo. They would almost like they would definitely be friends if they never fought. Like,
oh, okay.
Before the second fight, like Piotr would call him and be like they would like talk crap like on the phone. So it wasn't even like like they could just communicate with each other whatever they wanted, but they they couldn't. But I'm pretty sure they would be friends. Like I think after the Merab Piotr Jan fight goes, I'm pretty sure they could be buddies.
Who do you have in that fight? Who would you have in Jan versus Dvalishvili? Who would you pick?
I'm going Merab.
Me too. I'm going Merab too.
Jan he's not active enough, and I'm biased. I do train with Merab like 4 times a week. So me and Merab, I know his style very closely. But yeah, he's a lot littler than Merab. And Merab also won't gas. And I think it'll be a boring fight. I think it'll be very similar to Jose Aldo versus Merab, possibly. And I don't think a lot of people are like, oh, Jan blows him out of the water, and I definitely don't really think there's anybody in the weight class that just blows Merab out of the water. So I definitely think Merab has a lot more of an ability to shock like the viewers on this fight, because I think he's a horrible matchup for Piotr.
Interesting. I'm kind of with you on this. I agree. I have a question. You say you see Merab a lot. I had the chance to speak to Merab once. Real nice guy. He apparently had sex with one of our viewers. And
no, he didn't.
I want to know if the next time you see Merab, can you ask him, did he have sex with a woman named Kendall, very tall woman named Kendall? If there's a way to confirm this, because I don't know. I don't know if I believe it or not.
He didn't.
She claims he did.
No, he didn't.
And he does have good cardio, apparently.
He is a machine.
What's Guru the Pig saying over there, Jess?
Jordan, how do you feel about Patty's last fight?
I actually was doing a thing for Millions where we were watching it live, or Billions, whatever. And I said right before it happened, I was like, so I'm like, Patty lost this, but he's gonna win it like unanimously, 29-28. And then it happened, and I was kind of upset. But I'm not surprised, you know. I think he clearly lost at least 2 of them, but I think you could definitely make the argument that he lost all 3. And I have met that one judge that we were all hating from that. And he once spoke to my team. And after hearing his philosophy about judging, I knew he was like, you know, incorrect in his judging philosophy.
What was
I
his
was not
philosophy?
surprised at all. He basically believes that you don't judge a fight by its round. You judge the rounds by the story that it tells. Okay? So he does not believe a significant strike is significant unless it shows consequences on the opponent later in the fight. So if you throw a leg kick...
Oh, no.
I know. If you throw a leg kick, he does not count that significant unless later in the fight it shows that it did damage.
Are you kidding me?
Wow.
So that's how he judged the fight?
Well, that's like... He would explain that in general, because I was like asking him when we were all there, I'm like, what makes it a significant strike? And he's like, well, does it affect the narrative of the fight? And I'm like, no, if I jab you 100 times and I don't drop you, like those jabs are still significant, even if it doesn't lead to you getting staggered, panicking, and whatnot. But he definitely believes like in the story and the overall narration of the fight.
Oh my God, that's horrible.
Well, I mean, I got to be honest with you though. I don't hate it. If all the judges did that,
it swayed an entire fight.
Yeah. What do you think about that type of scoring? Like, if everyone just started scoring that way, would you be for it or against?
That makes sense if you judge the fight in its entirety, not round by round.
Right.
So, like, that's too indistinct to put people like half their paycheck.
Yeah.
1,000%.
Can't tell.
It's wild, huh?
Like, but he just has a very interesting philosophy. Like, he also would use the example of Frankie Edgar versus BJ Penn.
Okay.
And he's like, I judged that in favor of Frankie Edgar. And he's like, and if you look at the stories of their careers, like, how could you say that I was wrong for thinking Frankie Edgar was the better fighter? And but so like he tries to think about it as like a grand narrated story between these fights.
Yeah, he's not looking at just that fight in front of him.
Yeah, it's not his job. That's weird.
Yeah, he's like how that affects the sport, how that affects the division.
Oh
he's
my
thinking
God.
too much about it, and he's one of those people who he sounds smarter than he is.
Super chat.
I apologize. My alerts are out of
Jordan,
order.
do you think Sugar really beat Yan at UFC 280?
That's actually a good question. What do you think?
I think the first round, a lot of people just gave it to Jan because he landed a little bit more. But I do think that I think Jan should have won. But as I was watching it live, I was like, I think Sugar's going to win that on the judges' cards. And he ended up winning that on the judges' cards. You could judge for damage, but also like Hyodor obviously had more control, had similar amounts of damage.
Yeah.
But like, I think it was very close. I do think Jan won, but I do think it's. I'm not going to say political. It's a very poor sport where none of that monkey business happens. But if I was the suspicious or the skeptical sort, it seems a bit sketch that all the popular boys with the interesting hairs, like they're always winning these really weird decisions.
Yeah, I'm kind of with
so
you.
true.
I thought Jan won that fight too.
Yeah, like going back, it is close. There's no doubt about it. But the edge shouldn't go to the popular guy. That's just it, and it seems like
the way it is now.
Yeah, it's always going in that direction. The crowd's chanting a name, they're going to get the edge. It's like they're the champ. It's weird.
Yeah.
I see. Speaking of champions over here of the chat, I see Sadiq Yusuf dropped a donation. He says "Twerk Man" and a bunch of high five. Shout out to Sadiq Yusuf.
What up, Sadiq? I finally got to meet him in person a few months ago. And he was like cutting weight for his fight. He's like, "Twerk Man," and I was like, "That's usually bad or good. I'm not sure who's like coming to talk to me." But yeah. What's up, man?
He's a funny dude, man. He's making videos. Have you seen any of his predictions that he's been putting out?
I have not.
Oh, you got to check him out on his social media. Really funny. The way he's predicting these fights, it's not the it's very unique. Let me just say it. It's very Sadiq. Jesse, you see what I did there? Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry, that's why I get paid the big bucks around here. Let's talk about your fight, Jordan. You got a fight coming up over here against a guy from the Contender Series. And you look like you're a different man right now. You look like you're like, I don't know, you're full of life. Maybe it's the new house. Maybe it's that shirt. Is there a different Jordan that we see here?
Yeah, I'm in a very good mental space. And, you know, I got to the UFC with only like 8 fights or 7 fights, whatever. Like really early in my career. I've only been pro for like 3 years. So I really I'm still figuring things out. So I got to the UFC and I've had 5 fights now. And I finally feel like I'm really getting things like put together, like my camp and like in my scheduling. And this, since like the week after my fight with Patty, I was back in the gym and I've been in camp since July. So I'm in a really good space. So far, no injuries. I'm not going to be fighting with a broken ankle and strep throat again, hopefully. And I was already scheduled to fight Victor last April. And I felt good about it then. I feel much better about it now. And I'm excited because he has a nice win streak behind him. And he's from a camp. He's like Diego Ferreira's like protege, a fighter I look up to. So I'm very excited.
So you're ready.
Oh, yeah, I'm very ready. I stay ready so I don't have to get ready.
There you go. Have you been training at Extreme Couture at all?
Not the past month and a half, but I did train. I was doing both Syndicate and Couture for 3 months.
Oh, okay.
Because I was trying to give Daniel Zaluber some rounds because he was fighting Trey, who I fought previously. And, you know, there's a lot of good killers. Not too many 50 fighters, but a lot of good 45ers around my size that I got to, like, train with. So that was nice. So
it's got to be nice that you don't have to deal with all the nonsense you had to deal with last time with the air fryer and the hostility of the crowd. You're back in the Apex. Are you excited to be back in the Apex, or you kind of want to, you know, be in front of a big crowd again?
I would love to be in T-Mobile because, you know, Vegas is my hometown. Like, I grew up there. But I do love the Apex. Special place in my heart. That's where I got my UFC contract. That's where I made the $50,000 that bought this house. That's where my life changed. And it's nice to see, like, you hear, like, the dozen people in the crowd. And, like, if 6 people in that crowd are cheering for you, I'm like, oh, half the arena's cheering for me, you know. Mm-hmm. That's good numbers, so I'm pretty excited about it.
And any special celebrations you got planned for this one? Have you been practicing anything?
I've been practicing a few things.
Oh, okay.
You know, it's gonna be I'm doing a lot of things after this fight. I'm gonna let my freak flag fly.
I don't know how you could top what you've previously done. Like, I don't know how to. That's gotta be the most stressful part of the fight.
I know. Like, my debut, it's so hard to top in terms of performance, in terms of what to do after a fight, in terms of hype. It's pretty hard. It's pretty hard to try to compete with that. But I'm just gonna try some new things. I'm gonna keep throwing things at the wall until it sticks. I'm gonna find my thing, my specific victory dance. I'm gonna figure it out.
Yeah, you're trying to shake the twerk thing. You're trying to have your signature move, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to have my signature move. When I'm finally put in the video game, I want to know what my character's going to do. So.
I feel like a guy like you has to be in that video game, especially with the whole twerk thing. That would be hilarious if you could win a fight in a video game and start twerking on somebody. I mean, it seems like a no-brainer.
I know. Like, you know, like, get the little emotes that you could, like, buy at the store in the UFC game. Like, everyone online will be using the freaking split to a twerk. How popular it's going to be.
People are pitching ideas in our chat. We have a gaming channel as well. Are you still playing video games?
Not the past month because I've been moving, but I'm about to start Last of Us 2, so.
Okay, there you go. And what about so you caught up on Stranger Things and all that stuff. What would you say is a show that you like love right now? Is there something specific that you're watching at this moment?
No, I'm not watching anything new. I just watched Modern Family with my wife, and I mean, The Boys. I finished The Boys. I'm current on all the big shows right now, so nothing new for me.
Jess is actually, she just finished Modern Family again. She just binged that after The Office and Sopranos. Like, she's got her shows, that her go-to shows that she's always goes back and binges. She'll be happy to hear that. I got a couple of Guru the Pig donations. I'm going to rapid fire questions and then we'll let you on your way. I appreciate you stopping by tonight. Okay, so he wants to know the scariest fighter in the UFC right now on the roster. Who would it be?
Ooh, scariest fighter in the UFC. Irregardless of weight class or in general?
Yeah, I guess any weight class, right? Why not?
Damn, that's a hard one. I mean, I think it's Islam. Like, I see a lot of fighters how they act around Islam, and like there's a very strange reverence and respect for Islam when he's around at gyms, when he's at the PI, or just anyone from like Khabib's like group. I think the only person that's a very similar like kind of aura is Piotr. Like, a lot of people are very scared of Jan and stuff. Like, he's a very like sullen, somber personality, but in terms of like the overall effect that someone has when they enter like the room or the building, I think Islam might be the most terrifying.
Interesting. That makes sense. I mean, that guy is a scary dude. It just so happens to be in your division, so that's a bummer, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. But I like all the Dagestani fighters and stuff. I think I get them. I think we click well. So,
what do you think about Alex Pereira? I'm probably saying the name wrong, but the middleweight champ.
I like him a lot. He's not as frowny in person as he is on the TV. Okay. But yeah, good guy. I think there's a pretty good possibility of him being a 2-division champ if he defends against IZZY, and that's a pretty interesting thing because he's bigger than Jamal Hill.
Yeah.
I don't understand his weight cuts. They don't make any damn sense. He's a scary man.
He's not that scary. He's beatable.
She loves IZZY. She's
I love IZZY too. I think IZZY won the first kickboxing match. I think IZZY was winning the last one. IZZY was killing him.
Yeah.
In the fight where he got knocked out in kickboxing. I think IZZY is better. But like, power gives you the opportunity to make a lot more mistakes and still win. So I think probability wise, Alex will win majority of the times. But I think if it was all skill, IZZY would win every time.
Interesting. You like that, right?
Yeah, I can't argue with that. Because I did say that in the last fight, I felt like IZZY was exposing Alex in many ways, because there were multiple times when Alex got clipped and wobbled, and the only downfall, like the only misplay that IZZY had was that after he clipped him, he didn't capitalize on those moments. He let him recover. And that's in my opinion. Now, I'm not a fighter. I've never been inside the cage, so like I can't say for sure that that's what happened. But from a fan's standpoint and from a viewer standpoint, the way I perceived it was he should have never let him recover in those moments. He should have capitalized and jumped on, because he did have him clipped. It was very obvious. But I feel that Alex was more exposed in that fight, and IZZY is going to learn from that. And then when he comes back in this next one, I think IZZY's going to destroy him.
I think IZZY's fighting him too soon after the last one.
Really?
Yeah. I think Alex hits like legendarily hard, and I think it's too soon. It's less than 6. I think it'll be a little bit under 6 months. And let's say IZZY does take the 6 weeks off you're supposed to after you get knocked out, which is very unlikely. I don't know any fighter that actually does. Yeah. It's just, I think IZZY is not so much, but I think IZZY is better. But I just think probability-wise, I still got to go for Alex. But, I mean, he was hurt really bad the second round, and then the time ran out. But also, IZZY, he's not the best closer. A lot of times for IZZY's knockouts, he drops the guy, they panic and try to clinch him, and then IZZY frames and counters them as they're trying to do something offensive after they're hurt. But when Alex was getting hurt, Alex would just shell up. And IZZY's not very good at forcing openings. He's good at finding openings. So I feel like...
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, IZZY hurts Alex, but then Alex, instead of trying to like get the point back, he just chilled for a little bit, and then IZZY's waiting, and then Alex recovers.
It's almost like he didn't know what to do. Like, he's never been in that situation before.
Yeah. same problem with Silva. Anderson Silva could hurt people, but if you didn't attack him, he couldn't knock you out. So.
I want to ask you about, I mean, you've trained with Sean Strickland a million times. You know, this guy over here, I love the idea of him fighting Izzy for some reason. I don't know if he's going to beat Izzy, but I love the idea of just a lead up to it, them going back and forth. And I feel like Sean is so smart that he might be able to shock the world in some weird way.
Stop it.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm
Stop
nuts.
it. Like, the
Out jab
Alex
him or
thing
something? I
I
don't
would
know.
maybe give you, but Strickland is just like I'm not gonna.
Well, let Jordan answer. Let's see what's.
God, it's just such a disaster
what's
of a
Sean's chances?
conversation.
I have to acknowledge that I am very biased because I coached Strickland for a number of years. I think that fight would be atrocious, man. I think you're wrong about that. I love Sean, and I love Izzy, especially at press conferences. But often, except for Sean's last fight, it's because Sean didn't respect his last opponent. Sean didn't think very much of him, so Sean just ran out there and like brawled with him. I think that fight would be so bad.
Ugh.
I think it would be so bad. Be a lot of them both jabbing and then getting hit, but then Izzy probably throw a leg kick. That'd be horrible. I don't ever want to see that fight. I want to see them get scheduled, talk crap for press conferences for 3 months, and then one of them get injured, and then another fight happens.
That's more reasonable.
It's so weird. Like Sean, I don't know. Like we haven't had the pleasure of interviewing him, unfortunately, but we had you and Chris Curtis and guys that are close to him, and it's weird because he talks a game that you would think he would make fun of the fighter that he is in the cage. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, like, for instance, like, it seems like Sean is the type of guy that's so smart. He knows how to win these decisions, but I feel like he's not finishing these guys, or he's not, I don't know. I feel like that's never on the table. And if Sean was watching himself fight, I feel like he would be dogging himself. Is there any truth to that?
Oh, no, for sure. For sure.
I don't want to get you killed, but
I see him every day, man. You know, he's a scary dude. But Sean's aware of it. Sean's aware of it. Like when he said like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't give the fans a fight that they want." Like he actually sincerely believes it, which kind of makes it more funny because he always ends up getting these jabbing things. But Sean, I think the problem is he spars too much. So he's very, very comfortable in a firefight. He's like his part. I promise you, his training partners are trying to knock him out. He's not just yelling when the camera's on. That's him all the time. He's trying to kill you when you spar. So he's very comfortable. Okay, but now he get double the paycheck for the fight. So now he's like, okay, I'm gonna win this fight easy by not taking chances. And I think that's why the Cannoneer fight, the Jared fight, really pissed him off. It's because he thought he was up, and it was in fact very, very close, and then he ended up losing it. So I do think that might be a corner turn for him. I think you'll see a lot more of Sean on the front foot.
That's fascinating. It is fascinating to hear like someone else who like is around him a lot say that it's not just for the cameras, like this is just kind of how he is kind of thing. Like to me that's fascinating because I'm the kind of person when I see someone being extremely elaborate on camera or like just, you know, going that extra mile, I instantly think, oh, they're just, you know, they're showboating, you know? So it's kind of fascinating to hear someone else say that it's not for the cameras. You know what I mean?
It seems like it's just him, right? On the mic. I mean, that's just who he is, right?
I think it's social anxiety that just like, you know, comes out as word vomit. Because Sean, he actually is pretty, you know, he's actually pretty intelligent. He can have like, I'm a poli-sci major, like I talk about a lot of like nerdy political things like around the world. And Sean actually has pretty well-informed opinions about things. And often when we were still at the same gym full time, he would say something and I'd have to like translate for him. Like, what he actually means is this, you know, don't attack it. He means it like this way. He's like, yeah, what he said. So yeah, it's not a character. He is all those controversial things that a lot of people love. But if you're one of those Sean Strickland diehards, I do judge you.
Yeah, we have a few in our community that, I mean, I love the guy. I think the guy is hilarious. I really think he's so freaking funny. I never had a hint that he was dumb. Never thought he was dumb in any way.
But do you think that it could be like, and this is not just like a shot at him, it's just like, don't you think that there could be some autism going on?
Oh, yeah. I mean...
I'm not like, I'm being very genuine. I'm not trying to take a shot at him or anything, but I like, given what I know about autism, I feel that maybe he's on the spectrum a little bit.
Okay, Jordan?
Like high functioning, maybe?
Functioning. No, I could see why you'd say that. And I'm pretty sure if you ever were to talk to him, he'd be like, well, yeah, then it's not a big deal, though. It's never affected my life, kind of thing. I mean,
there's just certain things, right? Like the social anxiety that goes on, the fact that he can't really, like, read the room and understand social norms or take social cues or anything like that. Like those are all symptoms of autism. Also, if he excels in certain things but not in other things, that's a sign of, like, you know what I mean? Like,
I have a theory here. It seems like this man's been through some shit with his father and his family. I feel like this is all like a defense mechanism. You know, I don't think it's autism. I think he's got this shield up because of the shit that he's been through as a kid. Like, I don't know much about his past, but from the little bit that he said, it sounds like he's had a tough run growing up.
I don't know I'm not going to talk about his personal life, but I can talk about his training life.
Okay.
So Sean basically would walk himself to the gym and he would stay there for days. And Sean Strickland is a very rough training partner to have, but he definitely had it a lot worse coming up. So, like, his partners and training partners are always trying to knock out the young kid, always trying to hurt him, always trying to embarrass him, always trying to put him in his place. So, a lot of people that train with Sean are like, oh, he's a jerk, he hurts people. But it's like, he's not as bad as he was. He's not as bad as the people that, like, kind of made him into the fighter he is, you know? Mm-hmm. So, I haven't met Sean's family or everything.
Interesting.
He still talks to them. But I do know his training environment, the way, like, he came up in the fight game, was definitely like, you know, throw him to the sharks type of thing. And he, like, it was like sink or swim, and he swam. So when you hear about Sean's, like, background, it's very hard not to respect him.
Sure, yeah. You know what? When I started to respect him a lot there was a video floating around on YouTube where he was like the leader of the gym. Like he was trying to tell everyone where to go and who to fight and whatever. And he was like, hey, go easy on this person. And, you know, like it seemed like he actually had a soft side and he's looking out for his teammates. He seems like a good team player in the long run.
No, like, Sean's just very passionate about the sport. And if you're passionate about the sport and you take it seriously, like, he respects that. You know, he hates, like, cardboard cutout fighters who just, like, say the same things, don't ever be themselves. So, like, me and Sean we clicked pretty quickly because I'm like, okay, you're not playing a character, I'm not playing a character, you know. Let's kind of, like, try to, like coexist and be, like, you know, training partners and everything. But, yeah, Sean's definitely, like, a team captain-like figure at every gym that he goes to. And I think Couture's is a really perfect fit for him. There's a lot of other UFC middleweights, a lot of other people around his size. And I think he's found his, like, spot.
Interesting. I see him hanging out with Marvin Vettori a lot now. That's a pretty cool, like, buddy cop duo that's going on.
Yeah, they've been friends for years.
Yeah.
So.
That's pretty wild. I got a couple of questions. I know we keep on getting off the subject here. Guru the Pig says, who is your favorite fighter to watch in the UFC? So to watch in the UFC, who would be your favorite fighter?
So I'll do a girl and a boy fighter. My favorite girl fighter is Jessica Andrade because there's actually stakes when she fights because I don't have, like, you could bet on women fights to go to decision and the majority of the time you'll be right, but Jessica Andrade goes out there to kill girls and I love that. And she's so cool in person. Favorite guy fighter to watch? Probably Volk.
Ooh.
Volk's probably my favorite fighter to watch.
What an animal, huh? For him to step up and fight Islam, like, that is crazy. Put that record on the line, and he's like, whatever. Like, he'll take anything. He's a beast, huh?
Yeah, dare to be great. I remember I trained with Volk very briefly. He was in town for a few days, like maybe 2018, 2019. And he was relatively like early in his UFC career, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go grapple this guy. You know, he's an Australian guy. He ain't gonna be able to grapple or wrestle with me, and very impressed by his overall skill set, everything. Like Volk's pound for pound. Like for me, like even if he loses this fight, I think he's pound for pound.
That's awesome.
So yeah, Volk's definitely my favorite fighter to watch. I think
it's fascinating. Who do you got? Guru the Pig wants to know Jones versus Gane in the return of John Jones. Who would you pick in that fight?
Jones.
Now, why would you pick Jones in that fight?
Jones would never get dropped by Tai Tuivasa. Jones would never get taken down by Francis Ngannou. Like, Jones has lost maybe 7 rounds his entire UFC career. And I just don't think heavyweight's a real weight class.
Who do you...
Wait, what do you mean by that? Heavyweight's not a real weight class? Like the talent pool is not the best?
Yeah, I mean, if you're an athletic big guy, you're playing a sport that you get paid millions of dollars for. So,
wow.
Like they're doing power slap or football, you know. So,
oh, heavy.
I have a lot of controversial opinions about the sport, but but also John Jones, I think he lost to Reyes. Like I think he lost clearly.
I was just going to ask you that.
Yeah, I think he lost very clearly. But also, I think John can't wrestle effectively at 205 anymore because I think he grew out of the weight class. And I think he'll be more athletic at heavyweight. And also, they're both, so Cyril Gane and John Jones both hate to lead with their hands. So, like, they both lead with their kicks. And Cyril Gane uses all right leg kicks, but Jones has a lot more diverse kicking skill set. And I think John Jones isn't going to take Gane down. I think John Jones is going to clinch him against the fence, and he's going to win very clearly. Like, I think if you watch Glover versus Jones, like, that's what Jones is going to do to Gane. And it's going to be worse because Gane's a heavyweight, and his skill is not as high. So.
You don't think, like, the long layoff, the all the legal stuff that he's gotten into that's distracting him, the family matters, the whole USADA thing that keeps popping back into the conversation all the time. Like, there's so many distractions, and then he's just gonna come in here after when's the last time he had a fight, and he's gonna go into a division that's heavier than the division he's used to. And in my opinion, I think there's some absolute beasts in the top 10 of the heavyweight division right now. So I don't know. I don't know if the situation is in his favor this time around.
I don't, but also this guy beat several goats after cocaine benders. John Jones is the fighter who, like, obviously has never put his full focus or full potential to anything. And he embarrassed entire Mount Rushmores of his division. Like, John Jones just is on another level in terms of, like, legacy. Especially if some people don't care about the steroids. Some people do. I'm one of those people. I'm like, yeah, most people do it anyway.
Oh, super chat.
Sorry, something squeezed in here. Let me see.
Who do you think is the GOAT, bruh?
Okay.
So, GSP. Like,
yes.
GSP is the easiest answer.
Yes.
In terms of, like, skill and dominance, Demetrius Johnson, like, is another good pick. But if you take John Jones, if you don't count outside stuff, it's John Jones. Like, you don't count all the cheating, the dirtiness, the eye gouging, the other controversial things, like hitting pregnant women with his car and whatnot. It's John Jones. But Demetrius Johnson, GSP, have no controversies.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think, if anything, Demetrius Johnson was so dominant, Dana White was just going to cancel the weight class.
So
and this
true.
man started power slap. So, obviously, the pace may not be as refined as they could be. But, so, like, it's any of those three, I think, is fair. But I do, like, personally, I think GSP, in terms of, like, greatness, like affecting the trajectory of the sport, like, changing the way people view it, I think GSP was a perfect ambassador for this sport. And
Yeah, I agree with that.
Right.
Yeah,
I hate when
agree.
people leave Mighty Mouse out. I can't stand it. When people talk GOAT and Mighty Mouse is not in the pic, I'm like, how? The guy's still doing it.
I think people just kind of forget.
It's crazy. There was a little period where I was like, he's a little boring. And then all of a sudden he started these flying arm bars or whatever the fuck he was doing. I'm like, holy shit, this guy's unbelievable. I even thought he beat Cejudo in the second fight. Who'd you have winning that fight? Cejudo and Mighty Mouse.
So I think Mighty Mouse won. I'm a Mighty Mouse fanboy though. Like,
okay.
You asked me my favorite fighter to watch. Like, it would be Mighty Mouse if he fought more often. It's like one of those things. If you count damage, Mighty Mouse won.
Mm-hmm.
If you count control very heavily, then Cejudo won. But like Cejudo would just lay on Mighty Mouse and hold him in half guard, and then Mighty Mouse would win. But it was a very close fight. I definitely think Mighty Mouse, skill wise, the best of all time. Maybe not legacy wise. So.
This has been a great conversation, Jordan. I always like chatting with you and catching up. You're a great guy. You know that?
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Good man. You're a good man, and I'm looking forward to your next fight. I almost cried the last time. You're not going to make me cry again, are you?
Oh, no. I mean, unless you don't want to, unless you're afraid of pain and blood and guts, not on my end. I'm gonna mercy kill this boy. Respectfully.
Do you have any predictions in this fight, like how you see it going down, or are you just going to go in there and just kick his ass?
I'm gonna get my first real knockout.
Oh, there we go. On the feet, you're going to knock him out.
Yeah.
Spinning elbow, flying knee.
He can't give all of his stuff away.
All the moves.
All the.
I could beat this guy anywhere.
Just button mash a victory.
I'm gonna beat everywhere. So.
That's awesome, man. Well, I'm rooting for you. I'm always going to be rooting for you, Jordan. We're big fans over here on the show. And hey, anytime you want to come back and watch Power Slap, you're always welcome.
Yeah, I'm a big fan now. I got my free trial, so let's give it a try.
Yeah, come back anytime, man. We're going to be here every Wednesday night. So if you want to pop in, let us know, bud. Okay? Good luck, man. Rooting you on. Any last words to the peeps?
Oh, to all my MMA-Holes. I love you guys. Stop trolling me on the messages and the DMs on Instagram. But the memes are all good. I love the memes. You guys make the best memes for me. I appreciate you guys very much. I'll see you guys after my imminent victory.
There we go. Thank you. Jordan Monkey King Leavitt on the MMA-Holes. What an appearance, Jessie. What do you think over there? Something special.
Wonderful, wonderful.
I love talking to Jordan, man. Dude's awesome. I don't know what was up with the alerts. The alerts were they were playing when they wanted to. Now they're playing. Guru the Pig coming back.
Yo, what percentage of UFC fighters use PEDs?
I think he believes a lot of them, the way he was talking there. But we will ask him next time. Thank you, Guru the Pig. Thank you, everyone that dropped the donations in there. Appreciate it. We got all your questions out, even if it didn't play on air. We made sure to ask those questions. You guys are awesome. You're wonderful, wonderful. Jess, what'd you think about Jordan?
Yeah, I thought it was a great interview.
Yeah, he's awesome, man. I kind of like watching Power Slap with the fighters. It makes it way more enjoyable. I don't know what it is. If we just sat here and just all right, that's cool. Oh, that sucked. You get to hear the insight from guys that actually step inside the octagon and beat each other up. It makes it more interesting. What do you guys think in the chat of the Monkey King?
Casey says, should make a channel named Jordan Leavitt Reads Bedtime Stories. Real Fight Talk says, thanks for getting me unblocked, dude.
There we go. You guys are buds. You're BFFs now.
Kick-ass Jordan. Jordan is having fun in life. Respect says life and logic. Binston says, have fun, stud. Yeah, Patty is shit, says Billavada. Jordan is funny as fuck, says Ryan Kills.
He really is. He's a genuinely funny guy. And he's a nice guy, He's fun to watch fight. He's very quirky. And he's got his own unique style, which... That's one of the reasons why we were like, we got to get this guy on, man. He's like a larger than life character, but he's a family man, and he speaks his mind. You can't beat that. We got a donation here from Life
Super Chat
and Logic. Thank you guys. You guys have been very generous tonight.
MOS the GOAT.
Well, thank you. We're both Mosses, so thank you very much. Thank you. He's funny, awfully odd, but funny. I tell you what, At first, I thought he was a little odd. Not as much anymore. I don't know. Maybe we're getting odder. I don't know. But I find him weirdly normal. I don't know. I could have a normal conversation with him. Like, I could talk to Jordan, but I have problems talking to my neighbors. If my neighbors are Jordan Leavitt, I could have no problem talking to him. It's weird. What's that about? Nope, we heard a baby cry. Guys and gals, we'll be back when? With Friday? Friday sound good? Yeah, we'll be back on Friday. Friday on this channel. Let me see if we have a confirmation here. Okay. We're waiting for a confirmation, but hopefully soon we will be solidifying our special guest for an upcoming UFC event. Looking forward to that. And that's that. Jess, you want to shout out the sponsors real quick and we'll get out of here?
If you want to get high, head over to CBDX.com. That's CBDX.com. This is not CBD. It is THC. It will get you high. You must be at least 21 or over to purchase. Do not operate any heavy machinery. And check your local state laws. Use promo code MMA-Holes. That's MMA-HOLES for 20% off of your entire purchase. Sheath underwear. Treat your jewels like royalty. Don't waste your money on generic underwear. For women, they have the pH balance, and for men, they have their own compartments for your package. Head over to sheathunderwear.com. Use promo code MMA-Holes. That's MMA-HOLES for 20% off of your entire purchase. And while you're wearing sheath underneath, make sure you wear Head Rush above. Head Rush is provider of the highest quality, authentic apparel for lifestyle, MMA, and action sports enthusiasts. Head over to Head Rush with the link in the description below using promo code MMA-Holes. That's MMA-HOLES for 20% off of your entire purchase. And if you want to bet on all your favorite live fights, including MMA, including the UFC, head over to MyBookie. That's mybookie.ag. Mybookie.ag. Use promo code MMA-HOLES, and you can receive a 100% match on your first deposit. And while you're betting on the fights, of course, you got to be watching them. If you want to watch on all of your favorite live sports, including MMA, head over to ESPN Plus, link in the description, but not any link. When you use our link, you're also helping out the MMA Holes.
All right. And a big shout out to Sadiq Yusuf for jumping on, dropping a donation. That was very nice of Sadiq. Make sure you check out Sadiq Yusuf's YouTube channel, his social media. He's funny as all hell. And maybe next one of these, should we get Sadiq on for it? He'd be hilarious for Power Slap.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Maybe we should reach out to Sadiq for that. Let me know in the chat who you would like next on our Power Slap reaction show. Next week, looking to get the MMA Justice League back in full effect once again on this channel, so stand by for that. And just tell him, Jess. Just tell him what's up.
Thank you, Jordan Leavitt, for coming on the show. We'll be live again on Friday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time for Fuga Friday. Don't be an a-hole, be an MMA hole.
I'm coming. I'm coming!
Oh, by the way, subscribe and hit that notification bell, okay?
Yes!